The North Loop Neighborhood Association taking another step tonight to try and slow down any plans to build a data center in that part of Minneapolis. The developer, Legacy Investing out of Virginia, planning to buy the Old Star Tribune printing facility, a 13-acre plot it intends to turn into a data center along with housing and retail. But the developer was met with pushback from residents at a similar meeting just last week. Jennifer Hall joins us with what may happen next.
Well, Kevin, the process, especially this early, can be kind of confusing because the neighborhood association can really only weigh in on whether or not it supports a project in its area. It's the city that ultimately makes the final decision over, at this time, what's becoming a defining issue in the area.
Call to order.
A near empty room Wednesday.
Let's get started.
Was nothing like what played out at the North Loop Neighborhood Association last week. Hundreds of people packing a meeting over a proposed data center at the Old Star Tribune printing facility. The out-of-state developers online met with skepticism from residents and even some board members like Joe Voss.
It was surprising that we didn't get more information.
She leads the group's planning and zoning committee and said Legacy Investing provided such little information they couldn't offer any support, even asking the Minneapolis Planning Commission to delay its upcoming meeting over the developer's conditional use permit.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed?
A move affirmed today
The motion carries.
with a unanimous vote, also penning the strongly worded letter about their concerns.
Size matters in a data center, and I don't know if it was entirely clear that the size that we were talking about and the size that was being proposed versus what we read about happening in outstate Minnesota or across the country and everything. Size does matter.
The developer did confirm it would use 20 megawatts of power, saying the downtown electrical grid supports that, as well as air cooling technology, similar to the urban data center it already built a mile away. But it's also unclear what plans it has for potential housing or retail on the same property.
We didn't see a plan for how they were going to proceed, and I'm not sure, frankly, if a lot of that information would have appeased a lot of people.
No matter who shows up, questions persist about a project still very much up in the air.
It's a waiting game.
So the neighborhood association hopes that Legacy will have completed its application by its next meeting on September 23rd, and then plans to invite the developer to actually be in person this time to present that. The association will then be able to testify at the city's planning commission meeting, which happens in October, and hopefully will have gained more information and then can recommend whether or not it would approve this particular data center. Kevin, so certainly some more boxes to check here in the next coming months.
And like she said, it's just the waiting game.
Yeah.
Jennifer, thank you.